Here is the knowledge of why you will always succeed if you follow this one energetic principle. So, as we all know, where we put our attention is where we see success and results in that category. This is the reason why so many people can't get it right. This is the reason why so many people quit before they see results. You may have heard this before, but the number one thing that you need to do in order to be successful, you want $1 million. You want freedom. You want a certain amount of money. You want to buy a house. You want to take care of your family. The number one thing you need in order to achieve your goals is just to stay consistent, and that requires for your energy, your attention to be on your goal. I know you've all heard this before. Stay consistent, stay consistent. Yes. You just got to do it. Just do it. But this is why. Okay, this is why this works 100% of the time. This is why it really is simple, but commitment and dedication these days just don't come easy for people in the instant sort of gratification era that we're in. You need to be committed and consistent. That's literally all it is. And here is why. Here is the energetic principle that tells us that if you direct your attention towards something and are committed, you will see results. And let me ease y'all into this, okay? Let me ease you into this. We can prove this with statistics, right? In probability, there is never a 0% chance of anything. Maybe results can get very, very close to zero, but there's never a 0% chance of anything. There's either like a limit going towards zero, but it never quite reaches zero, or the limit does not exist. But if you're talking about a probability, you cannot have a probability outcome of zero, because then you're not even talking about the probability. Do you get what I mean? The probability itself would not exist. The probability itself, even the question of the probability itself, would not exist if there was zero chance of that probability. In and of itself, asking the question means that it is possible. So in a statistical equation, there is at least one result that is the outcome that you desire. It is not statistically possible that you can perform a test, perform something over and over and over again and not hit your goal. It's just not possible. All the outcomes are available. You just have to keep trying different combinations, different sets, different attempts in order to get that probability that you want. So in probability statistics, all the available outcomes are there. The one you want is in that data set, but you just need to keep trying until you can get the perfect equation or the perfect attempt. Or it doesn't even have to be perfect. The attempt until you can arrive at the desired outcome that you want. So that's the mathematical perspective on it. If you keep trying at something, you will succeed. And yes, this can take a long time. And this is where many people fail, because if you attempt something 5 times and you don't get it, okay, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, after the 100th attempt, most people will probably be very discouraged, because according to their past data, every single attempt that they have done so far has not given them the result that they desired. But that does not mean you will never get the result, because statistically and energetically, the formula is there that you will get your desired outcome if you keep your attention, your energy, and the momentum going towards this goal. So this is the energetic explanation of it. There are multiple realities. There are multiple choices. There are infinite number of decisions you can make. There are an infinite number of timelines you can be on. Every decision sets you off in a different timeline. But here's the thing. Let's make this easier to understand. Number one, the highest vibration always wins. So if there are potentials that are not in alignment with your highest timeline, or not in alignment with something that's positive, loving, and conducive to you, then that's probably not going to happen for you. If your goal is something that's not in alignment with love, and it's not a positive outcome for you right now, if that is a goal for you, that is going to be very hard to achieve because you're going against yourself, basically. You're going against your highest vibration. So that is one situation. But if there are multiple realities out there, infinite decisions, which one will be the one that will set you on the path towards your goal? Let me get a drawing out here. I don't know. Okay, I got my notebook. Let me just tear out a page. Okay, think of it like this. This is you, right? Yay. Okay, this is you, right? You have multiple paths that you could go on. Yeah, let's make it interesting though. You have multiple paths that you can go on, right? Because some are not always linear. These are all your realities. These are all your timelines. The one that you put your attention and energy towards will start gaining momentum, and then all the other outcomes, although they all exist, will have to disappear away because your energy is put towards a certain path. Once you decide which path you want to go down, that path starts creating momentum and it's getting energy because you are directing it. You are the director of your own life. You are directing this for yourself. So once you turn your eyes and say, hey, this is the path that I want to go down, this starts creating momentum and then starts becoming a reality eventually. As it gains energy based on your input, then this starts forming into something that you can see, into your life right now. It's a journey, right? So it takes time. It takes energy. It may not take time because time, truly does not exist, but this is how we're experiencing it right now. But it takes energy in order to see the results. So let's say you didn't just pick one path. You thought about this path for a second. And then you're like, no, but what about this? No, but what about this? Okay. Oh, no, but what about this? You see how when you're splitting your attention, there's no time for that timeline or for that path to actually build momentum and manifest into your reality because you're splitting your attention and you're splitting your energy, and the universe does not know what to give you because you're stopping the potentials and splitting off your decisions into various different realities, and therefore none of them are going to take place for you. So this is the knowledge of how you will always succeed if, number one, your goal is in alignment with yourself, with your life path, and is conducive to being on your highest timeline. If you make a decision about what you would want in your life, and if you put your energy and attention into going down that path until you succeed, because you now know that the potential is available to you if you keep going down that path. If you do not give up, all outcomes are available to you. You just need to pick which one you want and commit to it. Okay. And when you commit to something and start walking down that path, then you're putting your energy into it. You're telling the universe, hey, this is what I want. 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 And then you will start to see it in your reality. Because energy needs to make sure that you are going to give it an outlet. The universe wants to make sure that's exactly what you want before it starts bending and creating things towards you. Because if you're so split, there's not enough energy to go around to create that reality, because it takes time, it takes energy to bring things into existence here. So this is very simple, but it takes belief, it takes faith in yourself. All this is just consistency and motivation towards that one thing that you want. A high percentage of businesses fail within 3 years of starting. Why is this? The short answer, and probably the majority of the reason why, is because people give up. And sure, it's also because they're not making any money, but they gave up. They're like, okay, I'm not making any money, or I'm not where I thought I wanted to be, so I'm going to give up. Or there is an obstacle that came in their path and they just couldn't overcome it. And this happens, okay? This is the test of the universe. This is basically the nature of our reality, that it will test you. It will place obstacles in your path to figure out if you are really serious about your momentum and if you're really serious about going down a path. Because if we aren't really serious, if we don't spend our energy on things, if we don't allocate enough energy towards things, that's just how the universe works. Because you can't allocate a little amount of energy towards something and expect to see results. It's kind of like a video game. Like, you start off with your character, right? And you can allocate a certain number of points to, like, your appearance points, your knowledge points, your this, that. You can allocate a certain amount of XP to your character, right? But you don't have enough points to 100% all of your XP. Obviously, like, you need to gain experience through playing the game, but you can allocate 100% of your points to knowledge, so you'll be very smart, but you probably won't have any social skills. Or you can play it safe and allocate an even amount in all categories, so you just even around the board. You don't quite excel in anything, so you kind of just have to make choices in the game to grind your way up. That's kind of how the universe and energy works. Like, it is requiring a certain level of XP, but if you don't come with that XP, you're not gonna get that skill. So you're not gonna be able to benefit from the ability that you're allocating your XP towards if it does not exceed or equal the necessary XP energy required. It's just like tokens, credits. If you don't have enough, it's not going to work. If you don't have enough gas in your car, it's not going to work. Oh, that's not a good example, because you can just have a little bit of gas in your car, you can drive, but you're not going to get far. If you're going from Houston to New York and you have 2 gallons of gas in your tank, sure, you have something, but you're not going to make it to your destination. This is exactly how it works for your goals. If you don't have enough energy, attention to direct towards your goal, you're not going to reach the goal. You have to keep consistently putting in energy, which is your attention and action. You have to keep walking that path with your own intention in order for you to reach your goal. So on that path, there's going to be checkpoints, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be mini boss battles. Okay, yes, I'm a gamer girl, because reality can be related to a game, a video game. So there's going to be mini boss battles. They're going to test you to see if you have the guts, if you have the know-how based on your journey so far, if you have the courage, the intent, and the energy to face and defeat this mini boss on your way towards your goal. The universe would like to test you to make sure that you are serious about your goal, because we don't want to just waste our energy, spend energy if we are not really serious, because that's just a waste. If you're going to create something, then create. If you're going to be something, then be. There is really no in between. There either is the creation or not. You're either serious about something and are willing to be it or not. So yes, there are going to be tests to ensure that this is what you really want. And in business, there are many challenges: creative, financial, social, customer based. There are many challenges to overcome. And sometimes people are faced with a challenge that they just think is too big for them, or maybe they might not have the resources at the time to deal with it, or maybe they're just tired at this point and just give up because they're like, I've tried for so hard, it's been 2-3 years, and now this came up and I'm just tired. Maybe you didn't have enough to actually fully become successful. Maybe you need to do something else that you will have enough energy to put towards until the end. So maybe that path was not for you because you do not have the energy to actually fully commit to it. Or maybe it's a lesson for you for next time, that if there is an obstacle, that you must overcome it in order to get to the next step, or else it'll be like the last failed business that you had. Like, you keep trying failed business after failed business. Do you really want another one? No. So what you have to do is figure out the obstacle and keep going. It could be various different reasons, but once that obstacle comes up, a lot of people quit because it may not be for them, or they don't understand this principle that this is just a test. This is just a confirmation. And if you pass the confirmation, you'll be that much closer to achieving your goal. But if you quit right here at this pivotal moment, then you'll never know what success on that path will look like. This is why you see so many people in the online space succeeding. They're like, I started a Shopify store and in 1 year I made $1 million. Or I started this and in 6 months I made $30,000 in 6 months. There are so many ways to make money online. There are so many people on YouTube, on social media, on Instagram, showing their real results, telling you that they made this amount of money doing whatever they did. There are so many things to get into that could make you money. But the number one thing that all of these people have in common is they were consistent. They have historical data to show you that they've been doing this business for 3 months, for 6 months, for 1 year, which is not a long time at all. And these are the results that they've made. These people do it until they succeed. These are the success stories that you're hearing online. They are committing and performing the same steps, revising, brainstorming, being creative, tweaking until they have found the perfect formula for them to succeed. And you don't see online that, oh, I did this and that and I didn't get money and then like I stopped, because that would be boring, right? Like, no one wants to hear like what you did to fail. That's why you see all these success stories, but in the comments or something, or in the background, you try it and you lose motivation because, number one, it may not even be your vision. Like, you are looking at someone else doing something and you think that you want to do it because they're successful, but is it right for you? That's another reason why a lot of people fail, because you're just trying to copy someone else and it may not be right for you, for what you want to do. And I've seen this a lot recently, that just copy people. But no, like, is it right for you? Are you committed enough? Sure, you can copy what someone else's successful strategy, because that's, I mean, if someone's already figured it out, why invent the wheel, right? But can you commit to the strategy for months and for years until you see success? If it's boring for you, or if the answer is no, then don't do that and find something else that you can commit to that will guarantee you success. That's all it is. Like, you could have a successful strategy in your lap, but if you literally just don't want to do it, or you don't care about it, then you're not going to be successful, because it requires work on your part. It does. So this is why people say do something that you love and you will always be successful. If you love what you do, you never have to work. Love is the extra motivation that we need to do anything in this world. Like, if we don't love what we do, it's not going to end well. Oh, okay, maybe you could hate what you do and make a lot of money, but you're not going to be fulfilled internally. What's the point of that? Like I said in my last video, what's the point of crying in a Lamborghini when you can be happy in a Lamborghini? Don't go down a path that's not meant for you just because everyone else is doing it and they may be successful, but it's not going to make you happy. Success also isn't monetary. Success is freedom these days. And if you're doing something that takes away your freedom, no matter how much money you make, I do not care. You're not going to be successful because you're not going to be free. You're not going to be happy. And that is not success. Success has nothing to do with how much money you make. I mean, success is really defined by what you believe it is and what you want it to be. But I guarantee you, if you are not fulfilled inside and if you are not happy, it really does not matter how much money you make, because you will always feel like something's missing, therefore you have failed at something. What if you actually did something that you loved and applied the same strategies that you did to make that $1,000,000 that you weren't happy doing? Apply that to something that you are happy doing, that you love. It will 10x whatever you were doing there. It will 10x that $1,000,000 and make that seem like change. If you do things that you actually love, if you operate on that level, but you actually love something, it will 10x your results. So this is how you can be successful at anything you put your mind towards. Just make sure that it's something that is for you, something that you want to do, that aligns with yourself, that you can love and put your energy towards, because you're going to have to be committed to this. You're going to have to direct your attention towards this path in order to see success. Don't be split up into various different paths like this guy over here. It's like shopping. I always told myself, if I don't absolutely love something, I'm not gonna buy it. Like, if I don't absolutely love a piece of clothing, like this shirt that I just bought, I'm like, I absolutely love it. I was not going in there for a shirt. I needed a dress for like the first cruise I'm gonna go on. But I'm like, I absolutely love this shirt. It's different. It's nice. It fits well with my body. It's well made. I love it. And so I bought it. But the times where like, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I guess I'll buy it because it's on sale, right? Or like, oh, I just need some type of clothes, just buy it. Those end up being in Goodwill containers in like 3 years, or they end up not holding up. There's a sale and you need to spend $200 and you're at $100 and you need like another 100 to make the sale. So you just add random stuff to the cart. Those are the clothes that don't make it. You don't love it. You don't actually put your energy towards it. So they end up not lasting in your closet. That's why I buy quality things that I love instead of buying multiple of non-quality things that I do not love. And I got it just because it was cheap and I can get a quantity of something. No, quality over quantity. You'll see that over time, the quality pieces that I buy, which can be expensive, $200, $300 for one item, but they last. And those are the pieces that make me feel like my best self. And those are the pieces that I get compliments from a lot. Are those quality pieces that I invested on and that I decided that I loved and I needed in my life. And I get a lot of compliments on what I wear because I shop with this strategy of, if I don't love it or just need it, like you need certain things, but if I don't love it, I'm not buying it. I don't think I've ever gotten a compliment on something that was just like, that I bought just to buy, that I didn't love. So I mean, that was another little rabbit hole, but very relevant to this conversation. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Like, what do you really want to do? Commit to it. Don't half-ass things, because when the door is closed, it's closed. Like, when you have an opportunity, you need to take it and act on it in that moment. Because if the universe is giving you an opportunity to start on a path that you want to go down, you better take it. Because once the door closes, honestly, I've heard once the door closes it's too late, but it's never too late. I feel like it's never too late, but it will require a lot more effort to open that door again. Or not effort, but just time. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. But just time to get yourself in the correct positioning for the door to open for you again. I don't believe that you will lose out on an opportunity. Sometimes that may happen, but another opportunity and another door can always open for you. But wouldn't you rather just take the opportunity when it shows up for you? Start on your path as soon as possible. Do not wait. When there's an opportunity, take it, because it can take time. It can take multiple attempts to get to that success that you want. The success is inevitable, but it can take time. So if you waste your time by thinking about it, by not opening that door and going through it the moment you have the opportunity, by pondering it, by thinking about all the other outcomes, like your Libra friend girl does, because we're always weighing options. But if you are in a state of always weighing options, 6 months goes by, you haven't done anything. A year goes by, you haven't done anything. 3, 5 years, all of that could have been time that you are walking the path towards your goal. Even if it takes you 5 years, wouldn't you rather start the clock now than start the clock in 5 years? So then it's going to take you 10 years to reach towards your path. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you've thought about something and it aligns with yourself and it checks all your boxes, then once you have the opportunity, start on it now. Start on it now so you can be on that path earlier and so you can get to your success sooner. Don't wait. An opportunity will come up. If you miss this one, an opportunity will come up for you, but you never know when that's going to be. It might take you so much longer to finally get yourself into a position again to open that door again. So just start now. Start now. And be committed. Do not second guess. Do not question yourself if this thing has already checked all your boxes. Start now. Be motivated and know that you will succeed. Time is an illusion and the time does not matter. If you're on the path that you want to go down, you will be fine. Maybe frustrating things might happen, but that's what you want. If that's what you want, then you're willing to walk down that path anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't necessarily reach your goal tomorrow or in 3 months or in 12 months. It doesn't matter because that's the path that you want to be on because you think it's good for yourself and because eventually you will succeed. So you're happy to walk down the path, you're happy to take the journey, and you're enjoying the journey as you reach your goal. You are still enjoying the journey because that's what you chose for yourself and because you know you love this for yourself. That's what they say. Life is not a destination, it's a journey. You have to be in love with the journey because once you reach your success, once you get to the top, number one, will always realize there's another top that you can go on. But number two, once you get to the top, that is your new normal and that now just feels normal to you. But is the journey over there? No, because there's so much available to you in life. The journey's not over once you reach your success. You just create a new destination for yourself. So it really is about the journey. That's why we need to walk the journey that we want to walk. Put our energy into the path that we would love to walk down because it is more about the journey and the experiences that we cultivate, the experiences that happen to us on that adds to our life purpose of what we came down here to experience. And once your goal is fulfilled, there's always going to be another journey, opportunity, or experience that you're going to want for yourself or that opens up for yourself to lead you into the next highest timeline of your life. So what journey do you want to walk down? Because there is gold at the end of that tunnel. You just need to decide it for yourself and go for it. All right, this has been long enough. You get what you need to do. So just go out and do it and seize the opportunity as soon as you see it. Start today, right now. Click off of YouTube. If you're on a journey or if you're on a path or if you're really trying to succeed at something, you have what you need to succeed. Like you have the knowledge. Even if you probably already had it before this video and you just didn't do it, but this is the why behind things, right? This is literally all you need to succeed in your goals. So just click off this and just do it. Just set a plan for yourself. Set a ritual and a routine that you can check up on yourself every day, whether it's just thinking about it, whether it's monitoring your emails about what you've built, whether it's actually building the thing every day, whether it's putting yourself in the mindset of the person that is successful in that path or the person that's going down that path. Every day, do something towards your goals. Click off this video and go do it, or go set up the plan for yourself. I believe in y'all. I believe in me. You got this. I got this. Bye.